Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome back to the latest episode of Football Gupshup. I'll be updating you about the transfers. I've got lots of news with me. I'll be starting this episode straight away and we'll be starting with PSG. Now, PSG, as everybody knows that Luis Campos is going to be the new sporting director with Paris Saint-Germain. He'll be joining from Lille, and thing is he's already worked up for the first transfer for PSG, and the first target which has come as a surprise and it's quite shocking as well is Renato Sanches. Remember guys, Renato Sanches was edging closer to a move towards AC Milan, but it has been reported that Luis Campos is working with a deal on Renato Sanches, and they're also working with Vitinha with FC Porto for a 5-year deal. So that means Renato Sanches is going to sign for PSG, which will be a big move, and I expect Renato Sanches turning out to be a pretty good transfer by PSG. He's really turning up in terms of performance, and he's coming off at the right age. He's maturing as well. So AC Milan are gonna lose a pretty good player if they aren't able to get him. So PSG doing pretty good homework and getting this player. So PSG getting Sanches, Renato Sanches, as well as Vitinha, so that means pretty good news for PSG fans. And we'll be also speaking about right now Chelsea. With Chelsea, it is that Lukaku, he wants to move to Inter Milan, and Inter Milan are looking for a loan move, but there is a new twist right now. It has been reported that PSG were interested in Skriniar, but now it seems that Chelsea are looking for centre backs, and Chelsea would be interested in Skriniar as well. They would be seeing if they can make a swap deal with Lukaku and Skriniar, in which Thomas Tuchel will be getting Skriniar as a centre-back signing, and he will be letting go Lukaku, which Inter would pretty much like, and they would want to have Lukaku as their striker. They would like to have their former player back again. So that's a new twist. Maybe PSG were offering about 60 million, 50 million euros, but it seems that Inter Milan want Lukaku, so they can tell and they can ask Chelsea that if you're interested in a centre back, we have got Skriniar, and maybe there could be some kind of arrangement. So Chelsea might get Skriniar and get Lukaku going in the other way. So that's what we have right now. But in another twist, it has been reported that Lewandowski, because of his move to Barcelona, might be, you could say it might not happen, or if in case it doesn't happen, then Chelsea would very much like to get Lewandowski, because if Lukaku heads to Inter Milan, then Chelsea would need a striker, and they think that Lewandowski would be a perfect replacement for Lukaku, and they would pretty much like Lewandowski playing for Chelsea. So imagine if they sign Skriniar and Lewandowski is going to be a big move for Chelsea. Now we'll be also speaking about Di Maria. Di Maria, as you guys know, he has left PSG. He was interested in signing for Juventus, and he wants a 2-year contract. Juventus have so far offered him a year contract, which he rejected, and now Juventus are working on a year plus another year for, you could say, added. But Di Maria, it has been reported that he also has an offer from Barcelona, so that's a new twist. Remember guys, Di Maria did play for Real Madrid, so playing for Barcelona, I don't know how will Real Madrid fans take it, but it's been said that Barcelona would be interested in to take him. So let's see which way do Di Maria goes. Will he sign for Barcelona? Will he sign for Juventus? It's still yet to be seen. And we'll be heading towards Tottenham, as we reported that Spence was a target for Tottenham Hotspur. So far Tottenham are interested, but they haven't made a bid. There's still waiting going around. Maybe perhaps this has to do with the valuation. Perhaps there might be an agreement or something. But so far nothing has happened yet, and let's see what will happen. So Spence deal is still hanging in the balance, and we'll see that if Spence will be able to move towards North London and playing for Spurs. But we'll find out. It's a really important target for Antonio Conte. He needs Spence. So let's see how that one goes. And then we'll be moving to another European club, which is Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid are now working and trying to get Alex Witsel on a free signing, because he is a free transfer. He has left Borussia Dortmund on a free. So Atletico Madrid are right now currently speaking to him. So let's see what happens. Thank you MZJ, thank you very much for tuning in. That's very lovely of you. So we are giving an update regarding Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid are speaking to Witsel. So let's see what happens with that one. If Witsel does sign for Atletico Madrid, they are really signing a pretty good player, and he is a brilliant player for Belgium, and I'm sure that Simeone would love to have him. Now we'll be moving to Manchester City. It has been reported that Manchester City are interested in Cucurella, who plays for Brighton, and they want the left back at all costs. So that means Zinchenko will be put up in the transfer market. Now it has been reported that Everton are interested in Zinchenko, but let's see how the market progresses for Zinchenko. How will it go? Perhaps there will be other clubs who will be interested in him. Remember, when he plays for Ukraine, he can play in multiple positions. He's not, as we think, as a orthodox left back. He can play anywhere on the pitch. So perhaps there may be other clubs who would be willing to take him. Remember, Everton have Mikolenko playing as the left back, so perhaps Zinchenko can play as a left winger. So we will tend to see, and we'll try to find out what happens going further. Now we'll be also speaking about Rodri. Rodri has been reported that he might sign a new contract, as well as there is also news circulating that Calvin Phillips is edging close to Manchester City. So that means Rodri, Calvin Phillips will be two anchormen which City will be having. So City will have choices because Fernandinho has left the club. So in case if Rodri gets injured, then they will have Calvin Phillips. In case if Calvin Phillips is injured, then they have Rodri. So Pep Guardiola would have to have two players in the similar position. So that means Calvin Phillips is ever moving closer towards Manchester City. Now we'll be also speaking about West Ham United. It has been reported that West Ham United have agreed a deal with Rene for Nayaf Agoud. He'll be signing for £30 million, and the deal was in place earlier, even when the season was going. So now it's going to be announced by West Ham United that the deal is going to be getting completed. So that's going to be a big signing for West Ham United. So I'm sure that West Ham United fans are going to be really happy. And we'll be moving to Arsenal, as it has been reported that Nketiah has signed the extension and he has got the 14 number shirt, which was being worn by the famous legend Thierry Henry. And Nketiah has signed a 5-year contract, which is a big plus for Mikel Arteta. So let's see how do Mikel Arteta progresses in the transfer market. So it's a big huge news for Arsenal fans. Now we'll be also speaking about other news in which Sadio Mane will be joining Bayern Munich. It is done. The deal has been accepted. It's just a matter of time when it will be announced. Mostly it's saying it might be Monday or Tuesday, but it's all done, and most probably Sadio Mane will be leaving the shores of Liverpool and joining Bayern Munich. Now we'll be coming to Mario Götze. We'll be staying in Germany. Mario Götze, who is playing for PSV Eindhoven in Holland, has been reported that there are 3 clubs interested in to sign for him. Those 3 clubs have been Frankfurt, Benfica, as well as Inter Miami in MLS. So let's see what choice does he choose. Does he go for MLS? Does he go for Benfica? Or does he go for Frankfurt? We will get to see that. Maybe he wants to head back to his home. We'll find it out soon. Perhaps he might go to MLS, but we'll see out soon. So right now, this is what we have for the European contingent as well as English. I'll be coming to Manchester United now. Now there is a video circulating with Manchester United. It has to do with Richard Arnold. Apparently Richard Arnold has taken some time with Manchester United fans. He is basically speaking to the Manchester United fans in terms of where the United as a club is heading, in what direction. What he means to say is that there have been so many errors and mistakes done by the previous administrations that he is there to correct them, and he will be willing to listen to the fans. He'll be willing to listen what other people have to say about it, what other people advise about it. Now, as for transfers, he has said that Manchester United will have £200 million to spend. Now, how much truth is in there, we still do not know yet. Maybe perhaps that figure should be based upon the sales of the players. So perhaps United will be selling some players, and then that money will be adding up to the present budget that they have, and maybe that is the reason he's saying that they have 200 million to spend. And then he goes on to say that the manager will have the last say, as well as the sporting director, which is John Murtough. And he is saying that John Murtough has been working from 6 a.m. in the morning till 10 p.m. in the night, and he's working really hard to get the players. Now, what the valuation of the player is totally dependent on what those two think. That means the manager as well as the sporting director. And he says that it has nothing to do with him, because he said that if you want me to do that, I don't think so that's a good idea, because if you do remember, because you could say his predecessor, Ed Woodward, he used to do that. He used to make that last call on the signing, And Manchester United fans didn't like that because Ed Woodward had no clue about football or about the football players. And Manchester United fans wanted somebody who know about the player, who know about the actual valuation of the player and wouldn't waste that much of money. And in terms of wasting money, Arnold went on to say that if you would ask that $1 billion or £1 billion has been spent since last 9 years, and if you would come to the club and visit the training ground, you won't get to see any of that money. So it tells you that we have been badly run, and he aims to do it correctly. He aims to do them right. So he says that there has to be some sort of patience, which means that he's asking for those protests which will be taking outside the stadium or outside the game day or match day. He doesn't want them to happen because it turns or it sends out a wrong signal to the investors. It sends out the wrong signal to the shareholders, in which he thinks that it doesn't help the club, and he doesn't want the fans to do that. He wants the fans to give Manchester United a chance. He wants this new administration to be given a chance. He wants the new manager to be given a chance. And in all fairness, it is true that he has come out and spoken to the fans, but the evidence is still yet to be seen. It all depends on the 31st of August if United do back up their manager with the targets that the manager wants. And with Frankie de Jong, he has said that they will have to wait because they are working on that deal. Most probably it will come around and United will definitely sign Frankie de Jong. So that is what he had to say. So I'm sure that it will come around and United fans will not have to wait for that long. Whereas for the other targets, he's saying that the club is still working on them. John Murtaugh along with Eric Ten Hag are working on those deals. So hopefully United fans will have to be patient enough. And he's saying that United will definitely spend in this transfer window. So which sends out a pretty good news and a positive news. So guys, this is what news we have so far. Hopefully you would have loved this update. Please do subscribe to the channel, press that like button. Please do share this channel with your friends and your like-minded friends who do love football, and please do subscribe. Put in your suggestions in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and thank you very much for watching and have a nice one. Thank you very much.